Welcome to the New School of Marketing podcast, the place for smart, simple strategies that will amplify your business results. Sharing practical tips, insider knowledge, and actionable advice because marketing is something that every business owner can do. Now, let's get started. Introducing your host, Bianca McKenzie, mum, lover of snow sports, camping, horse riding, and in-demand launch strategist and Facebook advertising knowledge bank.
Welcome back to the New School of Marketing podcast. I hope you're well. And if you're in Australia, I hope you stay cool. We're experiencing some super hot days here in Melbourne, and hibernating inside the house seems like a great option. We actually recently went on a road trip to check out a potential holiday property, and there was a river nearby that we gladly took a dip in after being in the car for several hours. And now I kind of wish we lived closer to a river so that we could go for a swim more often, because we're not really beach people, because my husband kind of gets sunburned really quickly. But most rivers have a lot of shade from trees, so now my heart is kind of set on finding a property near a river. Anyway, enough about my dreams. Today, I want to talk to you about getting started with Facebook ads and what you need to do first. So let's dive in. Number one is to set a goal. As with any marketing activity, you need to set a goal. Blindly diving into Facebook ads is going to disappoint you, and you'll most likely be wasting your time and your money. So before you spend your money, you need to be clear on what you're trying to achieve with your ads, and more importantly, what strategy you are going to use to get to your ultimate goal. So your ultimate goal might be to make sales, but the road to get there isn't always as straightforward. For example, your audience may need a bit more time and nurturing before they purchase from you, which is often the case for online courses, especially with a price point over $100. So you may need to come up with a strategy that is built on bringing people into your area, into your network, and nurture them before you present them with your offer. Or if you sell a physical product that has a high price point, above $100 to $150, and it takes people longer to decide before handing over their money, you probably need to build some trust building ads into your strategy. So before you get started with Facebook and Instagram ads, you need to determine what your goal is. Number two is to know your audience. So another part that's always really important in marketing is knowing your audience. And you've probably heard many marketers talk about knowing your audience. I talk about it all the time, and knowing your ideal client. And the reason we talk about this is because it is so important. I honestly cannot stress enough how important it is to know your audience, especially when you're going to invest money into getting in front of them. You need to know who they are, or how else can you get seen by the right people? And if you don't know your ideal audience and you set up your targeting options inside Facebook ads, if you set them up incorrectly, you'll be spending a lot more money and you won't be getting the results you're hoping to see. So knowing your audience means that you'll be able to set up your targeting more accurately, as well as be able to write copy that speaks to your ideal client and really get in front of the right people so that you are getting results. So get to know your audience really well so that you increase your likelihood of getting great results. The next thing you need to do when you're starting with Facebook ads is set up your pixel. If you haven't already done this, you'll want to do this first. Set up your Facebook pixel so that you can track the ads that you're running. So the Facebook pixel is a snippet of code that you place on your website so that it communicates back to Facebook. It gives information about page visitors, and you can use this data in your advertising. I actually have an entire blog series about the Facebook pixel, and I'll link to it in the show notes. On top of installing your pixel to track certain movements, you can actually start using it to retarget people who haven't taken a certain action. So for example, you can show your open cart ads to those who have visited a sales page but haven't purchased. And retargeting ads are extremely effective in converting people to purchase, and it actually should be part of any strategy. So inside your Facebook ads dashboard, you also have the option to set up custom reporting. And when you set up your custom ads reports, you can see exactly how many people took the action that you wanted them to take. And sometimes you can even see more information on this pixel data. Now, At the time of this recording, the Pixel is still relevant, but there are some changes on the horizon with Apple's implementation of iOS 14, which gives Apple users the option to opt out of tracking. So this means that anyone with an Apple device, such as an iPhone or an iPad, has the option to not have their app movements tracked. And Facebook is an app. And this will really present challenges to tracking with the Facebook Pixel. At the moment, there are some steps you can take to get as much information back to Facebook as possible. So check the instructions Facebook is giving out at the moment, and I'll link to them in the show notes too. Another thing that you need to know and do when you start with Facebook ads is your conversion rate. And this point might be a little bit controversial, but let me explain before you switch off. Before investing any money into ads, you need to know what your conversion rate is. And this applies to both services, courses, and online stores. Without your conversion rate, it's really hard to predict what results you will be getting from Facebook ads. So knowing your conversion rate will help you predict your Facebook ads budget and your return on investment. Knowing every step of your client's journey through your funnel is important, and you need to measure each point so that you can fix any issues along the way and optimize your funnel for conversion. And another important point to make is that a lot of people don't actually know the average conversion rate for their industry. So familiarize yourself with the average conversion rate so you're not disappointed and you can fix what's happening. So for example, the average conversion rate for e-commerce is 2 to 4%. And for online course sales, it's around 1 to 3%. And knowing this will help you calculate how much traffic you need to send to your website and through your email funnels to be able to reach certain conversion benchmarks. Now, I want to add that knowing your conversion rate will really help you calculate your budget and predict your return on investment. But I understand that this isn't possible for everyone. So, what if you have a new business that hasn't had many sales yet? Well, in this case, you can still run Facebook ads, but you need to make a mindset tweak. Running Facebook ads for a brand new business is a marketing research exercise. So you'll be getting valuable data that will help you make improvements to your online store or your sales funnel. Let me say that again. It is a marketing research exercise. Sometimes businesses get results straight away, but only if they've done their homework and have their message 100% dialed into the ideal audience. If you're new to Facebook ads and you have a new business or a new funnel, your Facebook ads are a great way to get market research data. So a quick recap of what you need to know and do first before diving into Facebook advertising. Number 1 is set your goal. Number 2 is know your audience. Number 3, install your Pixel. Number 4, know your conversion rate. Once you're on top of these 4, you can get more serious about Facebook ads and dip your toes in the advertising water. So hopefully you have a better understanding of what you need before you start and you can get your advertising journey underway. That's it for this week's show. I can't wait to connect again next week. If you're ready to take your business to the next level with Facebook and Instagram advertising, make sure you visit newschoolofmarketing.com to download practical free resources, plus subscribe to the podcast and never miss an episode. I can't wait to go on this journey with you. Until next time, take care and market your business every day.